I was spotting a SWAT trainee in my garage gym when my security app pinged. Karen Miller, HOA tyrant, had called 911, claiming my gym's noise was a public disturbance on my private county land. Her call was a siren, aimed at shutting down my training ground. Karen, who dumped trash in my field, felled my tree, and banned my cabin, had no idea my cameras caught her ranting outside. I was Sarah, the 20-year-old farmer, Meadowmart owner, conservationist, SWAT trainer, tech founder, federal health inspector, sharpshooter, Marine, county sheriff, 911 dispatcher, retired federal judge, police chief, homeland security agent, developer who built Crescent Meadows, designer of its security system, and owner of the lake, dock, and HOA. Her 911 stunt wasn't just petty, it was felony misuse of emergency services, and I was about to flex my SWAT training cred to bury her. I stood by my gym, phone filming as neighbors, alerted by my app, gathered furious. This wasn't just a call. It was Karen's most desperate assault, blind to my role as a SWAT trainer. My heart pounded, but a sly grin emerged. She thought she could shut down my gym? I was about to turn her 911 call into a viral takedown, with my badge and trainees as the muscle. What unfolded wasn't just saving my gym. It was a masterclass in tactical justice, community grit, and comedic payback that left Karen cuffed, her HOA crushed, and Crescent Meadows roaring. My garage wasn't just a gym, it was her trap, and my SWAT skills were the verdict. Karen's call was her dumbest move, and my training was about to bench her for good. Crescent Meadows was a vibrant suburb, its budding fields, bustling markets, and my Meadowmart Cafe, a fierce stand against Karen Miller's HOA tyranny. Once choked by rules on disruptive activities and unapproved gyms, it now thrived, with my 50-acre state-leased ranch and my farmhouse on unincorporated county land as its core. My garage gym, a high-tech training hub for SWAT teams, was HOA exempt, wired with my Crescent Code security system, cameras and sensors I designed. I'm Sarah, the 20-year-old farmer, conservationist, SWAT trainer, Meadowmart owner, tech founder of Crescent Code, federal health inspector, sharpshooter, Marine, county sheriff, 911 dispatcher, retired federal judge, police chief, homeland security agent, developer who built Crescent Meadows, designer of its security system, and owner of the lake, dock, and HOA, with a fictional ageless fire. I'd crushed Karen 69 times, buying Meadowmart after her farm stand ban, exposing her assault on Lily, stopping her fishing derby, evicting her fishing club, jailing fake HOA cops, rallying for a pilot's defiance, retrieving my tow tractor, shutting down her cop call on my fence, backing Ibrahim Traore, ejecting her security patrol, protecting the Thompsons, winning court for my wrecked car, defending my mom's cold stand, exposing her 911 call on Senator Ellison, grounding her, airline stunt, nailing her bank meddling, restoring my water pipe, towing her SUV, saving my mom's nurse, rescuing Emma from her kidnapping, saving Liam from her brick attack, foiling her field grab, scaring her with my bear, Bruno, defending Emma's wheelchair, stopping her 911 call on my ranch, saving Max from her clippers, voiding her lake fine, saving my pool party, recovering my stolen truck, foiling her power theft, stopping her sewage-powered lights, disarming her fake cop, rebuilding my sister's bridge, proving I owned her mortgage, stopping her assault on my wife, Alex, ejecting her trespassing officers, shutting off her pipeline, proving my Lamborghini legit, turning my lawn into an obstacle course, outshooting the FBI, stopping her fake cop arrest, handling her 911 abuse, rescuing my kids from her kidnapping, towing her Mustangs from my garage, trapping her at her gate, burying her porch in mulch, spiking her SUV on my lawn, closing her trails for my hunting, proving I built the suburb, jailing her for hitting Max, rebuilding the Thompsons' house, turning her trails into my hunting ground, catching her spying on my yard, suspending her board for burning my boat, nailing her for her 911 call on my rain tanks, foiling her eviction over my cabin, burying her in pennies for her fines, towing her car for blocking my driveway, reclaiming my cabin after her sale, sinking her cop's truck with Grandpa's tractor, evicting her fishing club with Marcus, arresting her for breaking into my garage, busting her 911 call on my pool, stopping her fake cop arrest, seizing her HOA with my deed clause, crushing her motorbike ban, locking her pool access, charging her for felling my tree, and returning her trash with interest. My SWAT training and sheriff powers were my latest weapons. Karen Miller, mid-50s, was a fading bully, her clipboard a weak prop for her crumbling control. Exiled, jailed, and bankrupted, she'd called 911 on my gym, unaware it was felony misuse, my land was private, and my cameras rolled. Her scheme, backed by a ragged HOA remnant, relied on fake noise complaints, blind to my SWAT role and evidence. Key allies included Alex, my Delta Force operative wife, my sister Mia, a nurse, my brother Jake, a Marine, my cousin Vince, leader of the Iron Riders bikers, my mother Ellen, a sharpshooter with dialysis, Tom, my biologist friend who monitored the lake, Linda, the councilwoman who backed my fights, Lily, my waitress-turned-leader, Grandpa Joe, our tractor-driving patriarch, and Marcus Thompson, Navy SEAL and lake owner. Deputy Harris, my SWAT deputy, led the response, and my FBI contact, Agent Laura Chun, was ready to escalate. The Crescent Meadows Forum, our digital hub, would amplify the fight. The setting was a crisp March evening in 2029 at my garage gym on a county road, where Karen's 911 call echoed and my cameras recorded. Neighbors, alerted by my app, gathered in outrage. Karen's call was a crime, and her ignorance of my role was her fatal error. This wasn't just about a gym. It was Karen's final assault on Crescent Meadows' freedom. For me, it was a chance to protect my training ground, expose her misuse, and unite our community. As I filmed, I knew this fight would echo our victories and flex our spirit. Karen's 911 call was a reckless crime. Public disturbance, her call claimed, citing gym noise on my private land. I filmed, spotting a trainee, shouting, "This is my gym, Karen. Your call's illegal." My cameras caught her ranting outside. I radioed Harris, who growled, "Felony misuse of 911? She's pinned." Ellen, with Emma and Liam, texted my property deed, saying Karen's outmatched. Linda vowed to bring county officials, noting, "Calling 911 on a SWAT trainer? Jail." I called Agent Chun, who snapped, "This is FBI-level misuse of emergency services." Neighbors swarmed, filming Karen's tantrum. My forum post exploded. Karen called 911 on my gym. I train SWAT teams, and she's getting charged. Hashtags hashtag Karen calls 911 and hashtag Sarah trains WAT trended, hitting 215 million views. Jake, my barista, live streamed from Meadowmart, showing my footage and sheriff badge. Crescent Meadows fights with Sarah, he said, hitting 220 million views. Lily handed out flyers about property laws, explaining Sarah's gym is private. Karen's a fraud. Karen's HOA cronies, a duo with signs, no noise. Try to back her, but neighbors drown them out, chanting Sarah's gym. Mia shared my SWAT training credentials, proving my clout. I share my camera clip. Karen's 911 calls a crime. I train SWAT. The video hit 3.1 billion views. Marcus Thompson arrived, saying, "She targeted me too. I'm testifying." His veteran wake rattled the cronies. Harris's SWAT team and Chin's FBI unit arrived, reviewing the 911 log. "Clear misuse," Chin said, noting the call's falsity. I flashed my SWAT trainer ID, live streaming. Karen called 911 on my gym. She didn't know I trained SWAT. The stream hit 15.5 billion views, with news helicopters circling. Comments flooded. "Sarah's a legend." "Karen's done." Linda arrived with a federal prosecutor, announcing Karen's call is felony misuse. The crowd chanted "Charge! Charge!" as the cronies fled. The FBI found Karen at her condo, clutching a fake noise rule. Harris cuffed her as I rallied my SWAT trainees to demonstrate drills for the crowd. Karen rambled, "It's our piece," but Chun held up my footage indeed. "You're under federal arrest," she said. The forum planned a gym-free day at Meadowmart, with fitness demos and music. Karen's lie about noise collapsed. My gym was legal. The stage was set, not just to save my gym, but to crush her reign and rally Crescent Meadows around my training. Her call was her end, and my SWAT skills were our victory. My ranch was a fortress of justice. Karen stood cuffed at her condo, trembling, as Harris and Shun reviewed her fake rule. My gym buzzed with SWAT trainees running drills, showcasing my authority. The livestream hit 16.5 billion views, with hashtag Karen calls 9/11 and hashtag Sarah trains WT trending globally. Neighbors packed my driveway, waving signs, Sarah's gym, no HOA calls. News crews broadcast live, anchors calling it a SWAT trainer's gym versus HOA nonsense. The air roared, and I was ready to slam Karen's scheme. Tom addressed the crowd, voice steady. Sarah's gym is private, HOA-exempt county land. Karen's 911 call is a federal felony. He showed my footage and training logs, proving her crime. Neighbors cheered, sharing the clips online. Ellen handed out flyers, saying, Sarah's sheriff and SWAT trainer. Karen abused 911. The forums surged. Karen's a fool. Sarah's our hero. A viral tweet read, HOA Karen calls 911 on SWAT trainer's gym, faces felony. Hashtag Karen calls 9/11. Karen yelled, it's our community. But Chin held up my footage, stating, you committed felony misuse of emergency services. Her face crumpled. She hadn't known my SWAT role. Law enforcement groups joined X, posting, Karen's attack on Sarah's gym is a disgrace. Support Crescent Meadows. The Change.org petition, Justice for Sarah's Gym, hit 220 million signatures with comments like Sarah's a legend and Karen's done. Linda spoke to reporters, voice firm. Sarah's leadership and gym are our pride. Karen's call threatens us all. She announced a council motion to fine the HOA $4 million and affirm my control. The crowd roared, chanting gym free. The HOA, gutted by scandals, leaked texts disavowing Karen. She's rogue. Neighbors guarded my gym, as Vince's biker crew patrolled the ranch. I grabbed the megaphone, heart pounding. Karen called 911 on my garage gym, but I'm sheriff, I train SWAT, and I own the HOA. She's facing charges. I proposed a gym-free day at Meadowmart with SWAT demos, music, and a fundraiser for law enforcement training, inviting all. The crowd cheered, volunteering to join drills. I shared online. Karen's 911 call failed. Join us for Gym Free Day. The livestream hit 17.5 billion views, with hashtag Gym Free Day trending. Comments flooded. Sarah's unstoppable. Karen's benched. Karen made a last stand, yelling at Shun, the HOA's above you. But Rachel, my attorney, arrived with a federal indictment. You're charged with misuse, harassment, and conspiracy, she said, as Harris tightened her cuffs. The crowd parted, phones filming her walk to the FBI van. Jake's stream hit 33 billion views, with comments like, bye, Karen. Jim wins. News ran headlines. 20-year-old SWAT trainer nails HOA Karen with felony for 911 call. Lily organized kids to paint gym-free signs, while Tom tied it to my lake, saying Sarah protects our strength. Harris secured my gym, and neighbors cheered as trainees ran drills. Chun verified my deed, and Linda promised county funding for a crescent strength sign, marking my gym status. The stage was set for a victory that would save my gym in Karen's reign and show Crescent Meadows' power. Karen was cuffed, but my SWAT training would shock everyone. The federal courthouse roared with justice as Karen faced trial, my gym thriving with trainees. The livestream hit 34 billion views, with hashtag Karen calls 9/11 and hashtag Sarah trains WAT trending worldwide. Neighbors packed the gallery, waving gym-free signs as news crews filmed. I stood in my sheriff uniform, my roles as sheriff, SWAT trainer, and HOA owner now a verdict. My evidence are blade, ready to bury Karen. Judge Torres, a federal veteran, called order. Ms. Miller, you're charged with misuse of emergency services, harassment, and conspiracy, he said. Rachel presented my footage, showing Karen's 911 rant. The plaintiff is sheriff, SWAT trainer, and HOA owner, she said. The gallery cheered, phones filming for the forum, where comments surged. Karen's done. Sarah's our strength. Chin testified, voice sharp. Karen's 911 call violated federal laws and targeted private land. She showed the call log, sparking gasps. Linda announced the council's $4 million HOA fine and my permanent control. The crowd chanted Jim, Jim, as kids waved painted weights, symbols of our win. Tom showed my deed and training logs, proving my authority. Sarah's SWAT skills crushed her, he said, sparking applause. I unveiled a Crescent Strength sign sketch, county-backed, to mark my Jim status. This Jim's mine and Karen's guilty, I said, sharing it online, a barbell under a federal seal. The forum erupted. Perfect. Sarah's legacy. Torres reviewed the evidence, footage, logs, call record, calling it ironclad. Karen, pleading not guilty, claimed it's HOA rules. But Rachel played her call, exposing her lies. Torres ruled, guilty on all counts. 10 years for Miller, $5.3 million in damages to Sarah, and HOA dissolution. The gallery roared as Karen slumped, broken. My digital dossier, footage, logs, indictments, was handed to the press, ensuring conviction. News ran it live. 20-year-old SWAT trainer nails HOA Karen with felony for 911 call. The crowd surged, music blaring, as Jim Free Day plans took shape. I gave a mic to Harris, who grinned. Sarah's Jim is our pride, he said. Neighbors hugged him, guarding our ranch in solidarity. This wasn't just Karen's defeat. It was Crescent Meadows' triumph, proof our community could outshine tyranny. As my Jim stood strong, justice prevailed. Karen's conviction was Crescent Meadows' victory. News ran headlines like SWAT trainer nails HOA Karen with felony for 911 call, and Sarah's strength triumphs. The live stream hit 37 billion views, with hashtag Karen calls 9/11 trending for weeks. Fan art of my strength sign as a justice symbol flooded the forum, and law enforcement groups invited me to speak. Talk shows called, but I stayed grounded, saying this is about our community. Jim Free Day was a sensation. Thousands joined, neighbors, kids, Harris's team, trying SWAT drills, dancing, and unveiling the Crescent Strength sign. Meadowmark catered, and Tom led eco talks, tying the Jim to my lake's bluefins. The event raised $18.5 million for law enforcement training, and state leaders hailed it as a model. The forum buzzed with photos. Sarah's Jim shines. No more Karens. The HOA was eradicated. Linda's vote fined it $4 million and dissolved it, with new laws banning 911 misuse. Karen got 10 years, was banned from Crescent Meadows, and vanished to a prison cell, reportedly arguing over rules. Don't call like Karen became a local joke, painted on gyms. My ranch became a tourist draw, with visitors snapping strength selfies. Meadow Mart and my farm stand soared, the cafe hosting strength nights with fitness and justice talks. Tourists flocked to Sarah's Gym, boosting sales. Neighbors brought gifts, mini barbells, sheriff patches, saying my fight inspired them. Tom's data showed my lake thriving, celebrated at a community feast. The digital dossier, footage, logs, verdicts was studied for emergency laws influencing policy. Lily mentored kids, painting eco signs for the ranch. The forum planned a strength fest with fitness challenges, music, and SWAT demos, cementing our spirit. Sarah turned Karen's call into our triumph. One post read, I hired teens to patrol my gym, giving them pride. At the fest, under a Strength Forever banner, Linda toasted, to Sarah, Marcus, Harris, and Crescent Meadows, where gyms defeat tyrants. Fireworks burst, kids danced, and my ranch glowed. Karen's 911 call had been a spark, but we'd build a legacy. Meadow Mart, my gym, and my ranch were our stronghold, proof no bully could bench our spirit. As stars shone, I knew Crescent Meadows would always stand proud, strong, and unstoppable.